Absolutely important and critical that we preserve to the maximum ability civil liberties. Patriot Act, I think, overreached on a number of fronts. I think some of it was probably unconstitutional, but I haven't analyzed it from a constitutional perspective. I just think that whenever you wield government power, it has to, the default position is not to wield it at all. Because I trust the people first. There's a fundamental faith that those of us who are running as Republican candidates this time out have to have, and that is that the people are the sovereign. And that means the people have the power, the insight, the judgment, and government is there to serve the people. So when we're wielding government power, it ought to be at a minimum level, not expansive. And we're seeing that all the time, aren't we? Whenever our nation has an issue, financial crisis, for example, the knee-jerk reaction of government, particularly in Washington, is to over-legislate. Now we're looking at a 1,500-page federal regulation bill when a lot of the failures of our financial markets were due to the failure of regulators who were supposed to do a certain job. The reaction should not be to exercise more government authority. It should be to figure out, A, what was the problem with that bill? Today's Foster's Daily Democrat carried an op-ed I wrote, reminding the people that last year's Congress appointed a financial crisis inquiry commission that's supposed to report out in December of this year what the causes were of the financial crisis of 2008. And this Congress wants to pass a 1,500-page bill without knowing the answer. That's got to stop. That is not the way we should be governing ourselves. Thank you.
It kind of has that kind of game show feel to it. That's when you get a radio disc jockey behind the microphone.
Yes.
All right. Do you support term limits?
Yes.
Do you support the auditing of the Federal Reserve?
Yes.
Do you support legislation requiring members of Congress to read every bill before they vote on them?
Absolutely.
Do you support the value-added tax?
No.
Do you support cap and trade?
No.
Do you support TARP or TARP 2?
No.
Do you support reform of the following entitlements? Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare?
Yes.
Will you pledge to come back and debate your opponent during the general election?
I'll be here. Sorry, I cheated. Yes.